on, everybody come on. I got one in the truck. Like Shalom, we the Hebrew Israelites, we come in week out to prophesy the destruction of America. And we start off week in and week out by giving infinite honor to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh B'Hashem, we also give double honor to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shah, pushing the truth, about 4 wins in this final hour, making the calling elections assure about bounding this labor of love. Shalom to all you brothers throughout the 4 wins. Precious elect, hope for elect, man. All right, and what we out here doing, man, hey, if week in and week out, I say the same thing, man. The times of us coming out here is dwindling, all right? And soon, Esau is about to censor everything. Soon, you're not about to be able to speak freely, all right? He's already passed certain legislation, all right? And he's got this vibration going through the earth that a lot of people that are doing erratic things in the planet Earth, they're saying that they're being motivated by people on the internet preaching hate, all right? They said a lot of these guys shooting shit up, they say it's because of something they've seen on the internet. They're going to use that to try to shut us down. And they're going to use it to shut us down. And the famine of the word is upon us, all right? All right. And we also got famine, all right? You look at these guys. I know guys personally that drive trucks. They say when they bringing these supplies to Walmart now, they say, man, they bringing stuff to Walmart that's half full. And when you go to Walmart and you go to these places, the stuff that you normally get in abundance, it don't be on the shelves. All right, all of these things we're talking about is foretold in the Holy Scrolls, man. If we foretold these things will come to pass. And look, we say prophesy and say things before it happens. Now what we're doing is pointing out the prophecies that have come to pass. All right, I seen the brother say last night, we're not prophesying anymore. We're pointing out manifestations, man. All right, these things coming to pass.
2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
And his devices is he tries to be like the Most High. And through his devices, he uses technology, his media outlets to demonize, use false flags to get order out of KO. All right, and that's what he's doing in this final hour, man. He said these truthers are turning the world upside down, no different than what was said and foretold in the original book of Acts. Hey, I get that in the book of Acts where it say that they turned the world upside down. What we're doing right now by shedding light on the so-called white man and exposing him for the devil he is, and exposing these devices that he's using, guess what? It's making him get exposed, and it's making him come out of the closet and show forth who he really is. Okay? And when he comes out the closet, everybody's about to see that we're telling the truth about him. All right, bring it up.
All right, Acts 17:6. And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, these that have turned the world upside down are come hither also.
All right, now we're talking about Paul, Silas, the ones went to the Israelite point, Barnabas, Timothy, Titus, so on and so forth, man. They went through all Asia Minor preaching this doctrine of life like what we're doing, and the heathen and 2/3 of our people that rejected it, they said we was turning the world upside down. And when you go into that world in the Greek, that's going to be oikumene. All right, so everywhere, everything, oikumene goes into everything that the Roman Empire had conquered and was ruling. All right, so what they were doing, they was tearing that kingdom down, telling how democracy is wicked, telling how we have a monolithic king who we should follow. All right, exposing the white man for the laws that he passes around the planet Earth. All right, and people follow, and he puts the covenant cast over Earth, and we taking that covenant cast down and overturning these stomach blocks and tearing down these strongholds through preaching and teaching the truth of the scriptures. And to them, to the elites, we're turning the world upside down because now people are looking at them and like, man, America's full of shit. We've been lied to. People, guess what? men that's hearing this truth, they leaving the Christian church. All right? People seeing these Israelites come out and expose and really rightly divide the scriptures. Now the Christian church, the modern day Christian church, don't have no men in them. The men are leaving. Okay? Ain't nothing but silly women laden with sins in the motherfuckers. All right? The so-called white man, they at least look at it like we're turning the world upside down. But really, we're turning the world back right side up. Because according to Isaiah the 29th chapter, it said that the so-called white man is the one, get that 29 and 13. The so-called white man is the one that really turned things upside down. He made good evil and evil good. Okay? Bring it out, brother.
Psalms, you say Psalms?
Isaiah 29 and 13. It's a lot coming.
All right, this Isaiah 29 and 13. And it reads, wherefore the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah said, for as much as this people draw near me.
16.
Oh, it's like Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
All right, now when we come out here and teach the truth, we're turning things right side up. We're telling our people, you're not so-called Negroes, you're not so-called Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, so on and so forth. You're the children of the book, the sons of the book. You're the sons of the power. You're the Israelites. All right? When we are telling our women, look, there ain't no such thing as gender equality. Look, you're supposed to be submissive and obeying your husband, serving him with fear and trembling as if you're serving the Lord. Okay? We're out here telling our people the truth. Look, man, don't eat detestable food. All right? Don't celebrate these foreign deity holidays, pagan holidays. All right? We're teaching them the truth, the way things are supposed to be. All right? So we're turning things right side up. He's the one that turned things upside down. So when you go to Acts 17th chapter, and he said we are turning things upside down, all right? He's been the devil. He is. He's lying. He said, man, they're making things right. We want things wrong. Fucking niggers. Bring it out, brother.
God. For shall the work say of him that made it?
That's what the so-called white man does. All right? He looks up to his creator and say, nah, man, the anus cavity, that's a sexual organ. It's fruitful. Yeah. You can do that. Don't listen to the Bible where it says sodomy is an abomination. Look, man, two men can marry, man. All right? He's looking at the creator, the potter, and saying, look, why have you made me thus? I was born this way. I identify as this. You see what I'm saying? I identify as a monkey. Okay? So, Yahweh Shema Shai is using his men of the Lord to teach us the truth of teach the nation the truth of the scriptures, man. Let him finish that and he can bring out that precept.
Come. And it reads, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding.
All right, so when you are in the modern day Christianity, when you drunk off the philosophies we learned in these educational industrial complexes called schools and institutions of higher learning, all right, you're looking at your creator and asking him, why have you made me thus? All right, and the reason you're doing that because the wicked is strange from the womb. As soon as he come out, he coming forth breathing lies. And those lies, what has he done? According to the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, he's giving out wine to our people so he can look upon their nakedness. And our people look at lies as if it's the truth. So he get mad at us for coming out here according to what that is, Jeremiah the 3rd chapter, where he said, I will give you pastors according to my own heart to feed you knowledge and wisdom. And he's trying to make it look like we owe. They turning the world upside down. All right, that's how the people that was in that romantic, Romano-Greco mindset was when Paul, Peter, and all of the Israelites went out enlightening the people with this doctrine of light, being a light to the Gentiles. Okay, you got the precept? All right, that's the 5 precept. Yeah, bring it up.
All right, this is Psalms. First off, this is the brother name is Defense of the Gospel 144. And the brother posted
Shalom, bro.
Shalom. He posted a 5 script, Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately.
Stop right there. So they confer with each other in an evil matter. The evil matter, all right, they teach it to us and tell us this is the way. This is the way you should live. You should go to our institutions, get educated in our way of living, and what else? Follow our way of living and live according to it. And this is the right way to live. But it's evil. You see? So they're teaching you that the evil matter is a good way. All right? Keep reading it out.
They say, who shall see us? That's the end of it.
All right. And guess who see you? The men that the Most High has raised up in this final hour, man. All right, these prophets he's sprung up. All right. Well, Heavenly Father, get that one where he say, who will rise up against me, against the evildoers? That's Psalms 94, around 18, something like that. All right. Bring yours up.
All right. And this is going into what the men of the Lord have been doing, starting with the prophet Habakkuk. Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah. Thy shame shall be seen.
And the prophets are doing that. All right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what the scripture means when you're tearing down a stronghold. All right. You're exposing the lies, and you're making those lies that have been covering the so-called white man, you're making him naked by exposing him for being the liar he is. Bring it out, brother.
I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man.
All right, when our great king come back, all right, he's going to manifest into the physical realm, but he's going to come back as an extra celestial, terrestrial being, right? He's not going to be bound by the laws of physics, the laws of gravity, so on and so forth. And when he come back, he's going to put shit in order. All right, all that missile defense systems and nuclear technology, all that bitch is going to be prehistoric compared to the power our great king coming back and what's going to be in his bag. Papa got a brand new bag, Playboy.
Look, just to add on to what the other said, I was looking at an article that popped up on my timeline, and it was saying how they went to the actual place of Sodom and Gomorrah and was saying how much hotter whatever the Lord put on them burned than a nuclear missile. They was like, man, shit was melting. And these come from Edomites, man. They tongue calling on themselves. They straight up said it. Whatever destroyed this place is hotter than a fucking nuke, man.
All right, in Isaiah 13, Second Ezra, the 13th chapter tell you that. All right, because a nuclear missile, according to Zechariah the 14th chapter, tells you men are going to be on their feet melting. But this burst of fire, this concentrated fire that you read about in Second Ezra the 13th chapter, it said it turned people into smoke. When they hit them, it was just poof. So that process of melting, all right, you bypass that with that power from up high, you just turn into ashes. So that power that our great king is coming back with is 10 times worse, 100 times worse than so-called white man's nuclear fire, man, because that's left-handed magic. All right, the right hand is always stronger than the left. I was reading the comic book when you showed me the dude that was killing people in Buffalo.
Yeah.
One of them crackers said, "Oh yeah, that kid put in work. He was a lefty." And he a lefty for real.
Yeah.
He from the left hand side. Oh, he said he was a lefty. That show you how they hate us. All right, you got Israelites talking about we use these 4-letter words when we cursing and what we are saying is unacceptable. But yet you got so-called white people out here that want you dead.
But they talk real nice.
And they talk real nice. Yeah. The guy that typed that on the comment board and said, "Oh, he was a lefty. He put in work." All right. That same guy will be sitting in your cubicle next to your job. And when he see you, he's going to be politically correct, never cursing, but deep down in his heart, he wants you dead. See? And that's why the scriptures tell us wisdom is a defense. All right? The scriptures tell us never trust our enemy. All right? We know that how our enemy gets down, man. We know he comes speaking peaceably. Give me that. His words are smoother than butter. Psalm 55. All right? The scriptures is a defense because it tells us the personality traits of the so-called white man. It tells us what in Genesis the 3rd chapter is written that the serpent was more subtle than all the beasts of the field. All right, how he moves. He moved like in these modern times in the hood, we say that nigga move good. Yeah. All right? Yeah. That serpent, he makes you think you're his friend. He makes you think he loves you. All right? When all the time, 55:21, brother. Come. He wants to throw you in the ditch. Bring it out.
Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
And that's the spirit of the so-called white man. He politically correct. He gonna tell you I love you. Universalism, Rainbow Coalition. All of us are created equal under God. I love you, man. They're preaching hate. Stay away from those guys. All right? That's the spirit he coming in. All right? And if you a simpleton, what that is in Proverbs, the simple believe every word, you're gonna fall for it. Bring it out, brother.
Come. But war was in his heart.
Man, Hey, he want to kill you. He hate to see you walking. He hate looking at your melanated skin. All right? When you walking with your son in the store and y'all together, and he see a father, so-called white people hate seeing a father and a son walking together. Nah, man, he's supposed to be with the woman.
Like fuck around and raise a man.
He gonna fuck around and raise men. Then they're gonna want to come against us. Bring it out, and we can get that too.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And that's what makes wisdom a defense for us, because we know what the word says. No matter how peaceably he speaks to us with his lips, no matter how much he tells us he's loved us and he's not racist, the scriptures say the spirit of the so-called white man, and this is how you get down. Get Sirach 30 around verse 2 to show you with that little side note. I say that he hate to see Israelite men with their sons. He hate to see that. Bring it out.
Come. Sirach 30 and 2. He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him.
Come on.
And shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
See, the so-called white man, the system he put in place, he don't want to see an Israelite man with his son. All right? Because guess what? That's going to build up an end-time fucking army. Right now, we got spiritual fathers. We got fathers to show us the light. Keep reading.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
So he hate to see us coming together under one spirit and obeying our spiritual fathers, and that's grieving him. Teaching the truth of the scriptures, that's grieving his motherfucking ass. He hate to see that shit, man. He hate to see us in order. He want us in disarray. He want our sons with these demonic ass black women, okay, and them looking up to Fredo Bang or what? Hey, that dude look like a faggot to me. The dude from Chicago with the bleached dreads.
Dirk 6'9".
Dirk got on his continents, man.
Bro, they all when you get to a certain plateau, you get certain doors that you can choose. All right, they all start off as heterosexual men, but when you get to a certain level in this society, you have to take Esau's route. So Dirk, I listened to his music. Dirk started off as a heterosexual. You better believe that Dirk has done all kind of things behind closed doors, man, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out according to Luke 12 and 2. All of those backdoor deals they made, Esau has insurance policy. He films that shit. You know what you're seeing? He does look different. He looks totally different from when he first came out, man.
This Psalms 33 and 10.
Alright. It's Psalms 33.
I'm about to get something else back to what you were saying.
Psalms 33 and 10. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught.
Right, so their enterprise that they want to bring forth on the planet Earth, all right, they're going to fulfill it to a certain extent, but it's going to be, but when they holler peace and safety, and they think they've fulfilled their enterprise, then the Most High is going to bring them down. Okay, it's all getting brought to naught right now because the prophets are, all right. Their main enterprise is they wanted to cut us off from being a nation according to Psalms 83. All right, now what's happening? We're growing as a nation, a nation reborn. We know our nationality, our customs, our culture. That's why he about to come down like a great red dragon, because he know he got a short time, because you see the Israelites arising. Another dawn of arising. Let him finish the precept he got.
Right. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. The counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations.
All right, so no matter what this devil come against us, no matter what his devices he has, no matter how much he threatens to kill us, torture us, kill our families or whatever, we don't have nothing to worry about, because Yahweh Shema Shah say he's going to bring it to none effect, and he's going to protect his elect, man. All right, so hey, don't be scared of this great red dragon and his military might, man. If you if you got to give up the ghost, fuck it. It's worth it. The risk is worth the reward. You got it, right?
And it's just to back up the brother, the elder, when he was saying that they hate to see so-called black men with their sons. All right. Now, when you had this wicked ass devil, J. Edgar Hoover, back in the 60s, you had something called COINTELPRO. Their main aim was not the Russians. It wasn't the Cubans. It wasn't no kind of national security. It was Jake. Watch this. All right. I'm gonna read down. One of their goals under Hoover. All right. And in this verse today, prevent the rise of a Messiah who could unify and electrify the militant Black nationalist movement. Malcolm X might have been such a Messiah. He is the martyr of the movement today. Martin Luther King, Stokely Carmichael, and Elijah Muhammad all aspire to this position. Now, these people are set up. You got to separate the meat from the bone out of this, okay? Elijah Muhammad is less of a threat because of his age. King could be a very real contender. These people were set up. Now, in the 60s, the reason you're hearing about these names and you're calling them threats is because these are the messiahs that they set up. Why Abba Bivens' name not on here? Because they erased him all the way off of the national stage. When you look at the Nation of Islam, they took a lot of the truth doctrine and they twisted it up and they gave the stage to those Islam niggas, man. Anything for this truth to not come out. Now, these niggas, Malcolm X, Carmichael, Martin Luther King, they were teaching off-ass shit and they were still considered a threat. What about when you're teaching the truth, man? Man, these days we coming up on is something else, man. We gotta stay rooted and grounded, and we gotta have major fucking faith, man. Because they coming, man. That's all I wanted to bring out on that.
Yeah. So when we out here foretelling was going to happen before it happened, and the things that are manifested in the planet Earth, man, the enemy hates that. All right, and it don't matter if you hate it or if you don't like it. Still, when the truth hits the Israelites' ear, you still have a decision to if you're going to take heed to the truth, or if you're going to stay drunk off of the lies that was told to us by our enemies. I mean, here it is. You got all of this documented history of how this devil's been dealing with us since we've been on this landmass. All right? And our education, anything we know as the truth, came from our enemy. And it's established that when you look at Chateau slavery, one race took over another race and dealt ill with them. All right? Now, this is where you have to learn how to think analytically and critically is, all right, the schools that they put us in are their schools. All right? The churches that they put us in is their churches. So if your enemy puts you in somewhere and say, I'm gonna educate you, and you can start moving around the nation like I'm making you, like I am, that means something. All right? What that means is he's making you abominable like him. All right? So you can have the body of an Israelite. All right? You could be an Israelite genetically, your biology, anatomy, you're an Israelite, but your mind, your thought pattern, the spirit is that of a fucking Edomite, a heathen. All right? And that's what you got to understand. If your enemy educates you, you're a goddamn fool.
Bring this up.
Bring it out. Bro.
And this backing you up. This is another one of the COINTELPRO's objectives. And I'm going to read it all the way through. A final goal should be to prevent the long-range growth of militant Black organizations, especially among youth. Specific tactics to prevent these groups from converting young people must be developed.
Right. That's why they worry about getting you while you're young. That's good information. Right? That's why as soon as a child can comprehend and remember, what, preschool started, what, 3? 4? Hey, they be in there at 3 now. They be having them in there at 3 now.
Right.
All right. So as soon as your child is old enough to comprehend, all right, they start pumping that philosophy in them. They start pumping their education in them. Get that Colossians 2:8. All right. They start pumping their ways of life in them. And by the time your child 6 or 7, he'll fucking eat them right mentally. He want Christmas. He want Easter. The little girl thinks she equal to a boy. All right. The little boy think a woman's equal to him. He's not growing up to be taught to be a man. He's growing up to be taught to be a metrosexual. All right. And now the criteria is getting even worse, you know. But hey, the scriptures send here to sober us up and tell us the right way. Bring it out, bro.
Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
All right, when you go to school, that's what you're learning. Lies, vain deceit is nothing more than a lie. And philosophy is the way of the heathen. All right, and our Heavenly Father, through the beloved brother Paul, said, beware, beware. All right, when somebody tell you beware, an exclamation point should be behind it. All right, beware is a strong word. All right, he told us beware of the so-called white man's indoctrination, because American education really doesn't enlighten you and enrich you. It indoctrinates you to be a slave in the system. Okay, true education, true enrichment means you don't need the system. You can go somewhere else and do your own thing. You don't need to go to a doctor, because guess what? When you're truly educated, if you had a king's education, the king was a jack of all trades. Well, he was taught agriculture. He was taught how to handle the sword. He was taught botanicals, economics, everything. You see what I'm saying? That's what you mean when you're truly educated. Here in America, man, it's just nothing more than a worker's education, a serf, a peasant. Even when you have a so-called doctoral degree, man, you're not educated. No. Bill Gates look at people that got doctorate degrees and look at them like they ain't shit. Dang. Bring it out, bro.
After the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahweh Bashim al-Shah.
All right, after the so-called white man. That's how you break that down in its perfect, in its purest form, right? The average Israelite has the mindset of the so-called white man. He was a degenerate. He was the basis of all fucking men. You got it, right?
All right. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right, you can break it down.
And going into the educational systems, you have to sober up out of that shit. All right, you have to get into your right mind, because when you follow his ways, when you follow his instructions, it's going to lead you straight to death. Now he had recently a worldwide decree to get that thing put up in you or whatnot. I'm not going to say it, but people are dropping dead like fucking flies, man. All right,
old and young.
Old and young. In the boxing ring, the undefeated boxer just fell in the fucking boxing ring and died, man. All right,
soccer players.
All of it, yeah, and it's not reported. But the only reason that they died is because they wasn't sober and they wasn't vigilant. And this devil, as a roaring lion, devoured them, man. And he devours you in other ways that's not pertaining to death. He devours you when you go out and you spew his madness, democracy, Christianity, atheism. Women are equal to men. That's going to devour you, because that leads to death, man. It does.
You're Romans 12:2.
I got a precept back in your
Bring it up.
Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2:12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Come on.
And he is clean, contrary to our doings.
All right, and that's why when we teach, they say it's turning the world upside down, because we're teaching cleanliness, we're teaching order, we're teaching righteousness. And he births what that is in Revelation 18th chapter, where it say every unclean bird, every manner of wickedness. All right, he's the total opposite. Bring it out.
Come. He upbraideth us with our offending the law.
Upbraid means to destroy. All right, when you go in that word upbraid in Matthew the 11th chapter, I mean that means to cuss the motherfuckers out. Okay, and that's what we're doing, man. We're exposing him. That's what Isaiah the 47th chapter is about. That's right. Uncover the locks, make bare the legs. Come on. All right, expose that bitch, expose that whore that's sitting on a great red dragon.
And when you start taking a man's clothes off, he's gonna defend himself, and that's why we're gonna end up going to Revelation 12 and 12.
Motherfucker, right? Right? No, but Esau like it.
Not this way. He like it literally. He like it literally.
Ooh, I like that. And he a freakazoid, but spiritually, no, he gonna defend himself.
Yeah.
Hey, that damn devil, that nigga nasty, boy. Yeah, bring it out.
This is the last bit on there, and it reads, and an objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education.
See, beautiful precept, right? See, that's what we are here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's what he raised up the other apostles, great Milson, to properly educate us, to properly enlighten us, all right? And to show us that what we learned here in America is all lies. It's all abominations, all right? It's all treachery. It keeps you in contrast to Yahweh Shem Shah's word. And as long as this devil know we're at enmity with his word. He know he can rule over us. All right. So what the devil doing, he's doing his job. He wants the power seat. He wants to stay in the power seat. So he knows our kryptonite. All right. According to Judah, the 5th chapter, he knows if we're at enmity with Yahweh Shema Shai's word, he's not going to protect us. All right. You got it.
Bring that up.
Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
When they say come out of her, my people, get that Revelation, that Romans 12:2.
I'm done.
Bring it out.
Romans 12:2. And be not and be not conformed to this world.
Right. So he say, be not conformed to this world. And he say, come out of her. It's talking about the same thing. All right. Now let's see. Let's go a little further right here.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
All right. So when he say come out of her, he's not talking about leave this place literally. He's talking about change your mindset, the way you think. All right. Put out these Gentile philosophies you learned and get re-educated. Renew your mind through the washing of the word. Keep reading.
God. Back at Revelation 18:4 in the middle, and it reads, "My people, that ye be not partakers of her sins."
All right. See, when you have that mindset, that American westernized mindset, you're a sinner. You're a transgressor. The Most High look at you as a filthy rag, man. All right. You're an unfruitful vine, a degenerate vine. And he say, the vine, the tree that brings forth not fruit, in Matthew the 3rd chapter, he say, you cut it down and throw it into the fire, man. All right. That's why Jeremiah in Jeremiah the 18th chapter say, we out here for your good. We're out here so these calamities don't befall you. All right. Bring it out.
God. And that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Shema Shai hath remembered her iniquities.
And go down to the wine part.
God. Just keep reading on down.
No, go straight to the wine. Because it said, I get it. It's in the same. It's in Revelation. Though. Go ahead, boy. All right.
Oh, it's above it.
Okay, get it then.
God. Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
And democracy, doing things by diplomacy. All right. Cutting off your beards, wearing suits, gender equality. God loves everybody, universalism. All right. All of that's that wine, man. Okay. Salvation is for everybody. All that's that wine. All that's fornication. Jesus.
Come on, you got him. Yeah, come on, you got him at Jesus, man.
Just saying, fucking Jesus, man.
Who the fuck is Jesus?
All right, that's wicked wine, man.
All right, I got another one, and these are the times that we coming up in. All right, 1 Corinthians 3:19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For it is written,
you got it.
He take of the wise in their own craftiness.
Right. The wisdom of this world is where everybody holds a badge on. And you look on the internet, we're at the end of the school year, the end of these semesters, and motherfuckers going across the stage doing that little giddy dance because they got the white man's education. You know that little giddy dance?
Yeah.
They doing that shit happy.
With a mortarboard on his head.
Yeah, that's a Masonic. That's a Masonic ceremony, graduation ceremony. All right, and they're happy that they're getting bring that out. What it said, the foolish. That's foolishness. What the education that they've got. Bring it out again.
Let me start. I'm gonna go up one. I missed a little meat. Verse 18. Let no man deceive himself.
All right. That thing that that education, that diploma is deceit.
Yeah.
You think your life is gonna get better because you got that diploma. You've been deceived, motherfucker. Bring it out.
Okay. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world,
they think they're smarter than you because they graduated at an institution of higher learning.
I went to Harvard. I went to Princeton.
Yeah.
So what do you know?
I got a doctoral degree in psychology and quantum physics. So who the fuck are you? You can't tell me nothing. Hey, you gotta go down further in that chapter. It's gonna tell you something. Yeah, we're gonna stay right there.
Yeah,
bring it out.
Let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
All right, so you got to throw that shit off. You got to throw that shit away so you can learn the truth of the scriptures in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This doctrine of life that will turn you into a new creature. All right, This doctrine of life makes you mortify the deeds of the flesh, and you learn how to be a spiritual being, a new creature, a new person. Bring it out, bro.
Let no man deceive Salakia. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Graduating from college, high school, getting these masters and BAs and this and that. That's foolishness to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's madness, I tell you, madness.
It is.
Bring it out, bro.
For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Come on.
And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain.
All right, so he's taking them in their own craftiness right now by letting the men of the Lord come out here and prophesy, because he said, I would give my servants a mouthful of wisdom where the gainsayers can't resist. We taking them in their craftiness because look, they don't want to come up against us. They don't want to deal with us when it comes to the scriptures.
All
right?
history.
Our history.
The,
Yeah.
the scriptures made us understand history in this proper context. Once you
right.
get the scriptures down packed, you can blow the bullshit. You can separate the meat from the bones from history, man.
And you can reconstruct the abnormal psychology. What's the psychology course we had to take?
Abnormal psych, child psych, developmental psych,
all that bullshit.
industrial psych. They got so many different psychs,
all
man.
that bullshit,
Yeah.
man. That's madness. Paul said, I count that shit dung.
That's right.
Elephant shit, man.
And that's what it is.
Bring it out, brother.
Okay. Again, it's like, therefore let no man glory in men,
Come on.
for all things are yours.
And you're glorying. I was telling my son the other day, he had to graduate. I was like, you passed to the next grade? So I was like, why you got to go to the ceremony, son? I ain't going to this shit. You know, and my aunties calling me, my mama's calling me and shit. I'm like, I'm not going to this shit. So I had to put in my son, look, son, you're my son. I understand the women going to put their philosophy in you. I say, the method to the madness is you just don't want to get held back in your grade and pass to the next. So did you do that? I say, now what are you walking on the stage doing? You want to get the glory of man. You want to show master, look, I learned your criteria. Look, I got your degree. I'm doing good, master. Acknowledge me, master. Oh, fuck that. We slaves. We got to go to school. All right, we got to serve Nebuchadnezzar. But the shit we don't have to do, we don't have to do it, man. Fuck walking across the motherfucking stage. It's satanic, man. All right, you have to go to school. If I don't send you to school, they gonna take me to jail.
Hey, that's
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that the world?
You know what I'm saying?
Weakness.
But son, man, you don't have to go to that shit. But daddy, if I go, my mom and them gonna give me some money. My grandmother, they ain't gonna give you no money just for passing.
Come on,
Huh? You passed.
come on.
You know? Motherfuckers. Bring it up.
That was it. That was me.
Y'all go down some more. Go to 26.
No. This stop at 23. But I know what you're talking
First
about.
Corinthians 1 and 26.
All right.
Start around 25.
I was in the same chapter too.
All right.
All right. 1 to 20. 1 Corinthians 1 to 25. Because the foolishness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is wiser than men,
Come on.
and the weakness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is stronger than men.
Start at 20.
Verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world?
They can't fuck with us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. And when we boast in Yahweh Shem Shai, not us. We're nothing more than vessels. But he told us, I'll give you a mouthful of wisdom where the gainsayers can't resist.
And we could
He said, I've viewed you down by the prophets, man. Okay? He said in Isaiah the 41st chapter, I will make you a sharp threshing instrument with teeth, that you could beat the mountains in the powder. So he's gave us this wisdom to knock the fucking philosophies of the world down, man. And when they come up against them, man, we're not being arrogant, conceited, or haughty.
No.
We hate this shit. We're going against our enemies, man.
Right, come on, man.
All right?
Who gets grieved when they punch their enemy and they shit and their enemy fall on the ground with that confused look? Nobody gets grieved when that happens, and that's what we're doing spiritually.
Hey, you know something else Esau teach? Good sportsmanship. So to love, when you beating your enemy down to a pulp, oh man, come on, let him up. Shake your hand. No, man, I'm trying to beat this motherfucker.
Hey.
In the NBA, if you got the game won and the time trickling down,
You're not supposed
to go score.
They say there's no class.
They saying there's no class. Fuck all.
Can I say something? Did the Greeks have any fucking mercy? Did the Romans have any mercy? Did the Americans have any mercy? Did the Germans have any mercy? Did the Russians have any mercy? Fuck out of here, man. We're on the world stage, man. This ain't no game, bro. This is a battle for the world. It's not big enough for both of us,
We
Esau.
are going to go overboard.
Yeah.
Our Heavenly Father say, go to the second power, say. Do to them double. We going overboard. Bring it out, brother.
Okay. Have not Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua made foolish the wisdom of this world?
Come on.
For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Right? And now he's raised up his servants to come teach the truth of the scriptures. All right. Now you got light going on the four winds, and his covering cast is dwindling because light is on the earth, which is the truth. Bring it out.
It pleased Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Come on.
For the Jews require a sign,
Come on.
and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Come on.
But we
And
preach,
those Greeks are Israelites. All right. Those are Israelites that lost their way. Bring it out.
Yahweh Shai crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and
Right.
unto the Greeks foolishness.
See what I'm saying? And our people in the mindset of the Greeks, they're not even in the mindset of Jews that rejected Hamashiach Yahweh.
Yeah, this Greek, baby.
Yeah, this Rome all over.
Oh
again.
yeah.
What we doing is foolishness again. Fuck it. If they're not of the elect, fuck it. All right? Bring it out, brother.
Fine. But unto them which are called both Jews and Greeks,
All right, the elect, those that take heed, those that obey, bring it out.
Yahweh Shai, the power of Yahweh, and the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Come on.
Because the foolishness of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is stronger than men.
See, so what we learn here on the rudiments of the world and the tradition of men, all right, it cannot stand before the weakness of Yahweh Shai, and there is no weakness. The narrator is being sarcastic. Bring it out.
All right. For ye see your calling, brethren.
This is a calling. Many are few, many are called, but few are chosen. Right? So John the 15th chapter, he say, you have not chosen me, I've chosen you. All right, so the Most High got to put the spirit on you to come receive it and come out here, man. Bring it out.
How that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
All right, so he don't be calling professors, doctors. There's a few, exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, he called niggas like amongst my community, I was outcast.
The hidden one.
The hidden one. I wasn't nobody the prestige. Were you?
No.
I was looking at that movie. Y'all look at that little movie about the white boy. My sons was looking at it that threw that party. His ex or something.
Yeah. I saw that.
His daddy told him they was leaving the son at home, and the wife was like, "You sure you want to leave him at home?" He said, "Come on, wife. Our son's a loser. We just got to come to grips. He's not gonna fuck up the house. He's a loser. We got to come to the conclusion our son's a fucking loser. All right, but those are the people that Yahweh Shai picked, man. Who the world look at like they're not nothing. All right, bring it up.
What happened with that loser? He
told
the most epic.
Hey, he had the most epic. He tore that bitch up, and that's what's gonna happen with the elect. Bring it out.
Okay.
27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. But Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
That's what I wanted. All right. So the Most High is gonna get somebody that barely graduated from high school, never went to college, working on some dead-end job, working from check to check, and who people in the world look at like, oh man, that's such and such. The Most High pour his spirit on him and then put him in front of some delegate or some nobleman or aristocrat, and he make him look stupid as a motherfucker through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai.
You say what they say? That's just dust and salt, right?
Yeah, that's just dust and salt.
But the servant is not greater than the master. You know what they said about our blessed king? Oh, you talking about Joseph's son, Mary's son? And they was talking to him like he was a nothing. You know what I mean? And you know what he did? He turned the world upside down. He gave salvation. He did the most blessed, glorious things that anybody can ever accomplish in the world, man.
What that is Isaiah 52, 53, one of them. One of them
No
Isaiah
beauty was added to him.
no
that
beauty
verse?
was added to it. Yeah, when they looked at him, they
53.
didn't consider that he was somebody special, man. Bring it up.
Okay.
You got a little bit more on it.
And Yahweh chose the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
All right, so he's basically saying he chooses the underdog.
Come on.
The elect men are underdogs, man. You got it, brother.
And the base things of the world and things which are despised have Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai chosen. Yeah. and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
I mean, when you look at brothers and talk to brothers, how they were in the world, and how the people looked at them in the world, you know, brothers fit that description of the type of men that the Most High picked. You know, a lot of brothers wasn't popular in school, wasn't known to be this Point Dexter or this highly educated man or NBA player, somebody of prestige. It was just regular Joe Sixpack, man. The Most High used them to confirm it. It's like Peter and them were just fishermen. But they say when they spoke, people were mesmerized because they knew that they were supposed to be unlearned men. But their wisdom just oozed out of them, you know? And get brother posted Romans 16 and 17. We'll bring that out. That's a good precept. You was holding something?
No.
All right.
And to back the elder up, you hear a lot of people when they referring to the men of the Lord, they be like, well, they're well read. They speak a good game. They're very knowledgeable. Motherfucker, you know you want to give all props, but it's the word that we're bringing out, because if you lay around there and give us credence about the things that we say, you're taking away from your own kingdom, man. And you're ultimately going to lead to who? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's what they don't want. They don't care if you go to, what's that boy, Allah. They don't care if you go to Joseph Smith. They don't care if you go to Tupac Shakur. They don't give a shit as long as you don't go to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But they cannot deny the knowledge that comes out of our mouth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Didn't we tell you not to preach in that name?
That's
that same spirit that's in the earth right now.
That's right.
Didn't we command you not to teach in that name? And
Right.
see, that name is broad. The name is, the doctrine comes from that name. It's not just calling on the name. You got people that call on the name that's off as fuck. It's the doctrine and the power that comes from that name, all right? You call it Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's the foundation, all right? He's the foundation. And what else is he? He's the word. And through the word, we get the doctrine of life, right? And we live according to that doctrine. And what does that doctrine do? It changes us. You see what I'm saying? So when they say don't speak in their name, they was like, and don't teach what he taught you to teach. You see what I'm saying? That's what it was about, that doctrine.
Because it unplugs you from the matrix. And if you unplug from the matrix, you're not beneficial to Esau Edom. You actually are dangerous to him, man. And that's why he's going to try to put us down. You got it, Mo.
You're an offense to him.
You're an offense to him. The same way that niggas are an offense to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Islam is not, what's the nigga? Farrakhan is not an offense to the white man. White man has full control over.
Man, he done popped Farrakhan before, man. Because if he was, you can't last this long in Esau's kingdom, being a millionaire, having thousands of followers without getting set up. Straight up, you can't. You've been popped before, man. You better believe that. It's no different than the hip hop world, the entertainment world, man. You can, when you reach a certain plateau in this place, Esau takes you to the elites, and they pop you, man. Straight up, they know the way to put it. You want to have this? You gotta do this. You gotta,
Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine.
It's anybody, right? It's even Israelites. You got a lot of Israelites that are causing division, teaching things that they are not, right? So-called white man, Farrakhan, anybody, right? Anybody, what Paul say, anybody to bring another Yahushua, let that man be a curse.
Galatians, the first chapter.
All right, bring it out, brother.
Which ye have learned, and avoid them. For
avoid them, have nothing to do with them. Okay, so when you got these Israelites saying, man, you shouldn't think that way about your brother. He's still an Israelite. Nah, man, what does the scripture say, man? Come on, let's leave your emotions at the door. Let's deal with the scriptures. The scriptures say avoid them, have nothing to do with them.
Don't even wish them what? Godspeed. Come on, man. Don't even speak to me when you see me.
It's written in another place, abhor that which is evil.
Right.
All right, cleave to that what is good.
Right.
Anybody teaches something contrary to the doctrine of life, all right, abhor that nigga. Bring it out.
For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And our Lord say, you either with me or against me. You either gather in the flock or you scatter in the broad.
Right.
Period. Brilliant. Remember that commercial? Bring it out, bro.
But their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches, deceive the hearts of the simple.
Right. And look, that's the thing, man. When people come with words smoother than butter, hey, man, come on, Sakar, you got Sakar, we got that. All of them coming in, we love each other, man. We all Israelites, man. That's going against the scripture, man. That's a gumbo doctrine.
Yeah, I'm about to say they all preach different shit.
All right, somebody come up and ask one question. How you going to deal with that question when you got 3 men up here that believe 3 different things on that topic?
We're brothers.
All right,
Fuck
1 Corinthians 14 say he's not thought the confusion. That's confusion. That's madness.
It's dust.
It's folly.
Yeah.
Bring it out, bro.
Come. Romans 16 and 19. For your obedience is come abroad unto all men.
Come on.
I am glad, therefore, on your behalf, but yet I would have you wise unto that which is good and simple concerning evil.
Come on.
And the power of peace, Yahweh Shem Shah, shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly.
All right. The power of people is his doctrine, man. All right. But Satan ain't under our feet right now. He's ruling over us, but through the spirit, he's under our feet. Okay. So he said, we want to get that peace when we come back. But right now, we got to do what? Endure affliction.
Good soldier.
All right. It's a good soldier. All right. We're going through it, man. I know a lot of brothers, when you talk to Bears brothers going through some shit, man. Hey, but we don't sit here and wallow and pity, man. We can do all things through a Mashiach who strengthens us, man. Okay? We preparing for the coming famine, the coming pestilence. All right, we're preparing to get off the grid. So we got bigger fish to fry than the little shit trials and tribulations that come on this side. We got to be able to handle it. Small fries. Even beefing with brothers, man. You got to let that shit go. Pray fast, forget a brother, and keep pushing, man. All right, we got bigger fish to fry. How about Shema Shah gonna sort everything out, man? Bring it out, all right?
The grace of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach be with you. Amen.
That's what we praying for. How about Shema Shah to have mercy on us and our household and all the elect, man? All right? That's what it's all about. Because, hey, I want to touch it on the coming famine, man. You can clearly see, you're looking at the news and these alternative news. The news really don't. The news is bullshit. American news is bullshit. When you look at these alternative news stations and stuff, bro, the famine could hit this summer. Like a real life famine. We talking about like Somalian type famine. Where motherfuckers not eating, their bellies getting bloated from hunger. All right? And it's gonna come on Jerusalem. It's gonna come over the people of the book, man. All right? You got to look at this American system the way it's put in place. It puts you totally dependent on the so-called white man.
Yeah.
It don't teach you how to fend for yourself, how to take care of your family for yourself. If you're not connected to the system, you're done. So the so-called white man is your daddy. All right? Give me Ezekiel 4:16. You get it, huh? Ezekiel 4:16. This is what's about to come upon our people as a whole.
Ezekiel 4:16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem.
All right. So get that in Lamentations. About is it 4? It's better to die by the.
Yeah, I think it's 5. I think it's 5 and 3. I might be wrong.
4 and 9.
Oh, slide.
See 4 and 9. See what it says.
It says Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword.
Okay. Bring it out.
Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
All right. So our Heavenly Father, through the beloved brother of Jeremiah, plainly tells us the worst way you could die as a human being is through hunger. All right. Let's see what's coming to America in the coming days. Bring it out. All right. Now, when you look at America, they say the farmers have bad crops. All right. They say these meat plants, the meat is defiled.
The supply line.
The supply line is weakening. All right. It's just a matter of time. The trucks are bringing in half loads. Okay. It's a matter of time before America has a sore family like they did in ancient Egypt. All right, bring it out.
And they shall eat bread by weight and with care.
hey,
That's called rationing.
Hey, get that in the New Living Translation. I heard a brother bring that out yesterday in the New Living Translation. Bring that out. Bring it out.
And they shall eat bread by weight and with care.
Come on.
And they shall drink water by measure and will astonish you.
All right, now right now, we drink water. We have, I mean, brother, man, my children, I have to whoop their asses because they get a bottle of water, just drink one sip out of it and set it down. You remember on that movie on Signs with Mel Gibson? The little girl would just drink the water and set it down and shit. You know, like it's just abundance here in America.
It's plentiful. You take the water, you pour it on your head, you all right, but
when you look on National Geographic in Africa, all right, they have to walk miles and miles just to get dirty water. All right, that's what's about to happen here. All those things you read about that's going over there in Ham is about to happen here. All right, the water source is going to get tainted and polluted, and they're going to have to drink it by measure. You got it in the LV?
And water more important than bread, man.
I don't have the app.
You could have Googled it.
Just Google it, right?
Okay. That they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity.
All right, so bread, water, and everything, it's not going to be like when you're at home and your mama be like, hey, go fix you a plate of food. No. The food going to be so scarce to the point you're going to have to ration. Then it's going to get to the point you ain't going to have no food to ration. A famine means no fucking food, ultimately. All right? And then when you don't have no food, no water, no surplus, all right, what happens? People regurgitate just like a pig. What happens when
they regress?
Regress. What happens to a domesticated pig when you throw him out in the woods?
He turns back into a hog.
He turns into a wild boar and he gets violent. When he was docile, he gets violent. All right? When he was just in that pig pen and you was throwing slop in there every day, he good. But when he got to fend for himself and you throw him out in that wild, he turns into an Arkansas Razorback.
Like, how you doing?
Yeah.
That cordial spirit leaving this place.
That's what's gonna happen here in America, man. Yeah. Bring it out, brother.
What verse that was, chapter?
4:16.
What book?
Ezekiel
4:16. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 16.
It's the NLV. New NLT, I think.
NLT. It's the NLT.
Yeah, bring it up.
Ezekiel 4 and 16. All right, and it reads, then he told me, son of man, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is talking about the nation of Israel. All right, they ain't talking about the physical place. Wherever the people of the book are scattered, the Israelites are scattered, he's going to make food scarce. All right?
No more food stamps, Eve.
Yep, that's right, brother. Bring it out.
It will be weighed out with great care and eaten.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no more fixing the monster plates. You know what I'm saying? Even with the noodles, you go buy a bunch of packs of noodles, and they're gonna ration them noodles. You know how one pack is just for one person? They're gonna get that one pack of noodles and break it up for 3 people.
We're going to wide too.
Bring it out.
Oh, it will be weighed out with great care and eaten.
He said with
fearfully.
great care. With great care, it's gonna be a serious situation. When resources are slim, people get serious. People don't have this jolly spirit. Look at America. That's why they good, man.
They're gonna get scientific.
That's why people good. They walk in your house and in your boxes, put your hand, just go to get you some Kool-Aid and shit.
Toss the shit to the side.
You know what I'm saying? But when shit's scarce, what they call it? Shit getting real. Yep. When shit get real, the spirit of people change, man. Yeah. All right, come on.
I'm gonna read it again. It will be weighed out with great care and eaten fearfully. The water will be rationed out drop by drop.
All right, now you got a lot of places in America to get water. All right, a lot of wells and so on and so forth. So what does that mean in America? If you got all these pools of water and water is going to be scarce, they're going to poison the water. See, in Africa, you got a lot of parched land. So you understand why it'd be hard for them to get water. But here in America, water is in abundance everywhere. Shit, they got to build bridges in America so people can get over the water. They're going to taint the water. They're going to poison the water.
And you said something else. They are going to have some bodies of water. They're going to be dirty, but America's not. They're not even taught how to clean and purify the water, man.
That's right.
And it's a very simple process.
But this scripture is telling you how meticulous and how serious it's gonna be behind food, water, and raiment, man. And when people don't have their basic necessities, you're gonna see the change in people. All right, how is a dog when you barely feed him?
He's
Mean.
aggressive.
He's aggressive.
He'll bite you.
Yeah,
He'll bite
he's
his owner.
mean. All right, so how much humans are more intelligent than these lower life forms. So guess what? Their brains are gonna work. And they're gonna start thinking when their stomach's hurting, how can I get some food? And guess what? When you don't have much and there's nothing you can do, violence is the only fucking answer.
And they're gonna do it subtly too. These some subtle bastards. Well, Jake gonna do it all the way just open. But a lot of crackers that live around Jake's, they're gonna be able to talk them out of it or put them in a position to where they jam their ass up. You trust in your enemy, man. That's gonna be your downfall, man.
So be it. So be it. Because when I called, you didn't listen. You
Come on.
rolled my law. Come on. Is there more on that?
Oh yeah, come on. It reads, and the people will drink it with dismay, lacking food and water.
Nah, that mean they're gonna be in awe. When they drink it, they're gonna, oh my God, a drink of water. Probably went 2 days without drinking.
Some of the things you take for granted right now. You take it for granted that these bottled waters we drinking. Hey, bro, when I read the scriptures, I be like, the scriptures make you more thankful. It's written in the Apocrypha, in the day of plenty. Remember the days of scarcity.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So right now, we know these prophecies come to pass. You got to be tight with Yahweh Bashim Shai to be in that category of people that say, when my servants shall eat, you should be hungry. All right, he said his servants. So his servants are the one is in his perfect will. So you got to make sure you ain't going off to the right or to the left with great diligence. Right. Bring it out, bro.
Con. And it reads, lacking food and water, people will look at one another in terror.
It's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful.
Hey, bro, it's about to get nasty in this motherfucker.
As it should.
And we see, I'm not talking about Jake in the hood. They're violent already. But why are they violent? Because they don't be having. Jake in the hood is violent because he
Jake
don't
in the
have.
hood, proud as hell too, man.
Yeah, Earth and Ashes be proud, but the reason they be robbing, stealing, and killing because they don't have. All right, that's why they be so violent. All right, so I'm talking about these motherfuckers in the middle class and upper middle class. They're gonna be no different than the little boy that'll rob you, tie you up, and put you in a trunk. In fact, it's gonna get so bad. Cannibalism is about to be the new thing. Bring it out, brother.
And they will waste away under their punishment. And that's it on that.
I mean, see, that's judgment. That's the judgment coming. The worst way to die. A great number of Israelites is going to die that way. And a lot of people are going to get that charagma because their stomach's hurt. Not because the white man came on them and forced them to do it. Out of want of bread, out of lack of resources. They're going to go into a concentration camp and become a cyborg.
They say he calls them all to get that mark. So that's going to be your cause. The food, he calls them all. Prophecies fulfilled. I got one for you. Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
All right. And a measure of wheat, a measure of barley, when you look into that penny, that's a full day's work. All right. But back in the ancient world, in the ancient world, it didn't take a full day's work to get a measure of barley or a measure of wheat. It took a couple of asses. All right, and when you look up that word ass, a certain amount of asses was equivalent to a penny.
10 asses equal a penny.
All right, so now you're working for a full day's work for something that costs us a half a day work, or not even a fraction of a day's work. All right, what do you call that in our day and time? Hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is going to bring forth famines, civil unrest, man.
Famine is going to bring that still. Yeah. Let me get a scripture for you real quick.
Yeah. Oh, and y'all call this 338.
Oh, yeah, we got
438.
Huh?
It's 438.
For real?
Yeah.
My phone say 338.
Oh, mine might be wrong.
Yeah, we just got that, brother. We got to get to work. Hey, so with that, we're going to get infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Howard Kakadash. We're going to get double honors to our teachers, the apostles, great millstone, and salutation. To my fellow ladies in Howard Shop, pushing the truth out the 4 winds. Let's find out. Shalom. But on the comment board, keep pushing, man. We almost at the end. Endure.
We got our
Come.
Yeah, that brother got